for the air show, and now just needs it ferried back down to Sukhumi. It's quite good for us because next time we'll be taking up the B-51 we took out in the first video. It's just had an engine change and it needs a shakedown flight to check that everything's okay. So without further ado, let's get this aircraft started. Let's first turn the generator on, and we're going to get the ground crew to attach the ground power unit. And while they're doing that, I'm going to make sure we've got some oxygen. Oxygen's good, they've just connected the power, that's awesome. We've got 3 green lights, the gear's all down and locked, and we have under 24 volts. So that's good, we're going to check that, that's working fine. Now, starting from the right, we're going to turn all of these on, except for the battery, and there's one more switch that I can't quite see, I just need to lean around to get it. There we go. Yes, I think that was it. Yeah, it was. Yep. Oh no, it just turns me off by accident. That's the one I wanted to turn on. There we go. Let's turn on these now. So I want some navigation lights, confirm they're on. Turn the nose wheel light on. And I'm going to turn on these switches. So that's the instruments, the boost pump, the transfer pump, and the ignition system for the engine. With all that turned on, we're ready to start. So I'm just going to call out on the radio. Crescent our traffic, red 10, type MiG-15, starting up. And here we go. Open the cover, press the button, hold it. Engine spooling. 600 RPM. Now feed in the fuel. Keep feeding it in. Temps are good. That is a good start. Push the fuel cook down a little too fast, but it's okay. Everything's alright. I'm going to throttle up to 4,500 RPM. And we're going to switch the battery on, and I'm going to get them to disengage the electrical power. Awesome, the electrical power is off, and I'm going to pressurize this, and I'm going to switch. Turn that down a bit, and what we're going to do is we're going to fly down to Sochiatla first, and then once we hit that, we're going to turn left down the coast and fly to Sukhumi. So first of all, I need to tune our navigational beacon system so that we can use the beacons to navigate. starting off with Sochi, so we're going to use the beacon there, which is 761. So we're going to switch this to this cage, and we're going to tune until we get to 761. Try. Yeah, 710, 720, 730, 740, 750, 761. Here we go. Okay, we want dot, 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 dash, dash, dash for the Morse code. See if we get that. I don't know if that's it or not, actually. What direction is it saying for us to go? I don't think that is the right one. Let's keep tuning. 1, 2. That's the other way. Nope. No, I don't think that is it. It seems a lot to. Just go to my map instead, and so she should be 155. I think it should be this one instead. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should be this one. The more sounds wrong, but that may just be my map. So we'll switch that to continuous. I'm going to turn the volume down and slave our compass. It's really, actually, yeah, so we're we're heading right 130 at the moment. Slightly off to the right will take us to 155. So this is the right one. My map is just not got the right Morse code on it. Maybe it's not been updated. No matter. Sorry for the delay. We'll get in the air now. I think that everything else is set. Krasnodar traffic, red 10, taxiing to the runway. Let's check what runway. Krasnodar departures are from. Krasnodar Pashkovsky will be taking off from 04 right. Throttling up, here we go. Let's taxi out now. Apologies for the delay. We are just taxiing to the runway now. And what we'll do is we'll actually climb above the clouds, and then we'll descend as we after we hit an upper, we'll descend and we'll switch to Sukhumi on the radio beacon. Check right, check left. Crescent our traffic, red 10, taking Crescent our traffic, red 10, entering runway 04 right. Yeah, we're nice and lined up. There we go. Okay, take off. Flaps set to 20. Fuel's good. Artificial horizon's good. That's set. Trim light is on. Speed brake light works when the speed brake is deployed with the button, and it's off when it's closed, and it turns on when it's open manually, and it turns off when it's closed. We've got the first aid kit in the aircraft, that's good, and we got rudder, aileron travel right and left. We have elevator travel right and left, and we have rudder travel right and left. All the controls are free and clear. Throttle up to 8,000 RPM. Keep going, keep going, keep going. A little bit more. Brakes are holding us fine at 8, just over 8,000 RPM. Let's do a check on the isolation switch. And we get a slight raise in RPMs. All is good, we're all ready. Here we go, full power. And brakes are released. Rolling. A little bit of left brake. Let's take out the safety for the gear handle. 300 k's, put back on the stick gently. We're in the air, we've got a positive rate. The gear's coming up. And the flips are coming up. Good strong climb. 450 kilometers an hour indicated and climbing. Gear is coming back to neutral. The system, you bring it back to neutral when it's not in travel in this aircraft. Yeah, we've got a good solid climb. And I'm just going to turn the Morse code of the volume right down on there, because otherwise it's going to drive me a little nuts. Okay, let's start a right turn. Do you know what? I'm actually going to turn the lights on in the cockpit and let them warm up. Take a little while to get bright. Here we go. Good right turn, good climb. Keep that good climb as we come round. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And look at that. Just pop above all that wet, wet weather. And come right a little more. And just like that, we are lined up perfectly with the radio compass. There we go. Wave us a little bit. There we go. A little bit of forward trim, keep us nice and level. And I'm going to bring the power back down to 1100 RPM. Oh, 11,000, I think it is. Yeah, it'd be 11,000. And we've still got a pretty strong climb on there. Let's try and keep that under control. We're approaching 3.5k in altitude, so we're about 3.5 kilometers above the ground right now. And this thing will just climb and climb and climb. It loves to climb, this aircraft. So we'll just try and keep that in check. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, I've brought us the throttle back a little bit, but otherwise this aircraft will accelerate very fast up to its top speed, and it won't get out of control, but it can get a lot quicker than you think you're going. Very fast. Since this is one of the early jets, very early jets, it doesn't have the best control surfaces. Back late World War II, and shortly after the 50s, which this aircraft is from, they were still wrangling with the aerodynamic issues of approaching the sound barrier. So this aircraft will very easily punch through the sound barrier in a shallow dive, but the control surfaces are not designed to go that fast. They can't really cope with it. So what you can find is if you punch up close to Mach 1, so Mach 1, so the speed of sound, the controls will become almost completely ineffective. So we just want to keep our speed at Mach 0.8, 0.85, but we will try not to go over 0.9, because when you come close to the speed of sound, so 0.95, around there, between 0.95 and Mach 1, that's when you get all these aerodynamic issues, because the shockwave of the air hitting the wing, it gets to a point where there's nothing for the aileron to really grab on, and the control surfaces just don't seem to work. If you're in a faster aircraft, say like a MiG-21 or anything with an afterburner, the afterburner will punch you through that section, that transonic, it's called the transonic region of speed. It will punch you through it, and on the other side of it, so when you're going faster than the speed of sound, you don't have those issues. Yes, you're going very fast, so you still have air resistance and all those sorts of things, but you don't have the issues that you have when you're in that region, that transonic region of speed. Yeah, it's a little bit perhaps too sciencey and I don't have a full understanding of it. I find it very interesting though. Especially, this is a 1950s aircraft, and back then they were still trying to get to grips with all these issues of aerodynamics. But I mean, by no means are we going slow though. We're just throttle back a little bit. So we're 0.89. But as I said, very easily we're actually in a slight climb, and we're already going 0.98. Oh no, 0.91. Yeah, we're actually going a little faster than I want. we've still got very good authority. Just going to put the speed brakes out. So we've got these little flaps that come out on the sides, and they will slow us right down. You know what? Our muck gauge may have frozen over. Turn our pitot heating system on, and that might be why we're getting a muck of that high, because I'm pretty sure we're not going that fast. But then again, we are at almost 6 kilometers high. We're very high right now. The mountains look very beautiful from this high though. Very beautiful. But yeah, this aircraft just wants to climb and climb and climb. Let's descend a little bit. So I'm going to throttle back to 10,000 RPM. Enter a shallow dive. And let's come back down to about 5k. And I mean, we can just sit on this heading quite happily until our little needle on the radio beacon basically does a 180, or it'll turn quite abruptly, and we know that we are over Sochi. There we go. Yeah. So we got so high. I think there wasn't enough. The air was too thin up there, or it was frozen over. And both our speed gauges were saying ratings that were wildly optimistic. I didn't think we were going near the speed of sound. Okay, we'll come back up. Got a green light still on our radio set, so we've still got a good lock on that navigation beacon. And there's 5k, so let's level out again. We'll try to level out because the aircraft will want to climb away on us again. Oxygen is good still. We're descending a little bit too much, let's pull up a little. There we go. And we'll just throttle up to 10,000 RPM again on the engine. Look at that view. Lovely. Absolutely breathtaking up here. These aircraft are great for this sort of thing, little rocket ships. Must be getting reasonably close now. We're passing the... Okay, we're just going through here. Yep, we must be pretty close. If we're passing that on the side, look at the peaks on our side, we must be getting pretty close to it. Aircraft's ballooning up again. Ballooning, that's what I'm saying. That means we're just, yeah, we're going too high. Not too high, but higher than I wanted to. So even though we're up at 5.5 kilometers in the sky, the cabin environment system is keeping the pressure, the relative pressure, at 2, as if we were just at 2k. So nice and comfortable. Just going to turn the temperature down a bit, so a little toasty up here. Russian pilots, back when this aircraft was in service, remarked at how nice the environmental system was in this, keeping temperature comfortable for the pilot. You could almost forget that below those clouds there is heavy rain, and it's very dark. We're up here, the sun is high, the sky is clear, and we're flying a vintage jet aircraft. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So, Sochi is just off to our right. I'm starting to see that needle move a little. So I think we're getting kind of close. Yeah, here we go, look at that. It's not very much, but it's definitely moving. So now they see that we're still basically on the same heading. But there it goes, yeah. See, it's moving quite abruptly now. Through there, through 9. Yep. So it's over here on our right side, and we're just passing it. So that means it's time for us to change to the directional beacon for Sukhumi, which is 489 for the outermost one, which is on the other side of the airfield, which is fine for us to use. So 489. Before we do this, I'm just going to trim down a bit. I don't want to get too high again. We're up. God, we're damn near 6.5 kilometers in the sky. But the great thing about being this high is the fuel efficiency. We're going to burn less fuel up here. And the air is thinner, so we're going to be going faster, which is nice. 489 dot dash dot 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 dash. In theory. We'll see if my map is correct though this time. Aircraft, stop doing that. You keep going high again. Alright, so we're going to antenna mode for tuning. We're going to turn the volume up a little bit so I can tune it. And we want 489. Stop climbing aircraft. Dot. All we're getting is a dot at the moment. Yeah, though, what's it fetch to compass? Continuous, or whatever that means in Russian. Well, I know that's it, and it will direct us. And it's telling me to fly on a heading of about 130, I think. Turn right a bit. Which would make sense if we're here. Yep, that sounds about right. Because the coast doesn't go straight. It's not a straight coast. So if we look out to our left, you see that. You see this, the coast, it kind of turns to the right a little bit. So if we fly this way, we should be going the direction. We'll just tune this radio though, a second. Do that other tuning to see if what that is. No. That, I'm pretty sure that's wildly in the wrong direction, but let's see what it does. Now, see, that's not even actually a compass. That's not actually even a directional beacon. It's another Orbit-Stein range ribbon. I'm going to turn the Morse code thing, the volume down, and we're just going to fly this beacon until we get to Sukhumi. Fuel is looking good. Engine temperature is good. Engine oil is good. And oil temp is good. Everything's still looking a-okay. How's our oxygen looking? It's still good. Look at that. You know what? Let's go down and see what the weather's like down below the clouds. Let's just roll inverted. Pull down a little bit. Throttle back. Air brakes out. And roll out again. We put the air brakes out just so we don't get too fast in the dive. Be very easy to exceed the speed of sound going into a dive. Which, as cool as that would sound, we don't really want to do. So yeah, the air brakes are holding us at a nice comfortable Mach 0.7 through the dive. Bring the brakes in, let's throttle up, and let's pull up a little bit. Now we should pop out over the water. The aircraft wants to climb again. And the cloud there is around about 1.5k. And here we go. And it's still raining. But we do get to see this side of the Caucasus. So that bit there is not too sure actually. I think that's maybe the city of Gudada. No, it's not. I think that's Gudada in front of us. Yes, I believe so. work out what city that is. And we'll trim level so the aircraft is a little less of a handful. There we go. So that's Gudada here in front of us. That little piece there. Lidzava, maybe, or is that might be the Zava there. I'm not too sure what that is. It's not. It's kind of out the way of my chart. We'll turn right here. Let's just not overfly Gudada. Wait a minute. No, that is Sukhumi. Look at that. We've made remarkable time. Wow. This aircraft is... See, when you got this sort of weather, it's a lot... You travel a lot faster than you think you have. It seems that the directional beacon might not be functioning correctly for Sukhumi, because that most certainly is not the beacon. Off in the distance, because the beacon's right here. It's here somewhere to our left. No matter. Very bizarre. No matter, let's go and we'll start our left turn. We'll do an overhead brake actually, and then we'll come into land. Sukhumi traffic, red 10, inbound for landing. Let's get our chart up for Sukhumi. There we go, 29 is what we're coming in on. Sukhumi traffic, red 10, type MiG-15, inbound for landing, runway 29. Inbound for overhead brake. Let's keep the level. And what we'll do is we'll make a left hand turn down to base and then turn final for landing. In the brake now. Okay, left turn, and we're gonna hold that turn, hold that rate of turn all the way around. There's the runway. Okay, let's line up on base. Sukhumi traffic, red 10, on base, turning finals for landing, runway 29. Let's throttle back, speed brakes are out. Flaps down. Left turn, 400. Gears coming down. Flaps fall down. Flap travel seen. Flaps down. Gear is down and locked. Flaps have travelled. Let's bring it back. RPM. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good. It's 300 kilometers an hour. Here's the flare. Throttle back again a little bit more. Brakes on. Flaps coming up. Flaps up. Okay. I'm going to turn off just up here on the right. Speed's coming down. Looking good now. Okay, so there'll be a turning here on the right in a minute, and we're going to use that to taxi over to where those aircraft are parked. Here we go. Oh look, there's a turn off there. Okay, gonna make sure our engine RPM is up over 4,500 while we're turning off it, just so the engine continues to give power to the generator. Otherwise the aircraft will switch to the battery and it'll drain pretty quick. Follow this turning all the way around to the right. Here we go. Okay, nice and lined up now. We'll just keep going down here until we get to the aircraft parked on the right. Looking good. Shame about the weather though, it's still raining out. But get inside pretty quickly. Okay, what aircraft we got parked here? There's a cargo aircraft over there on the left. There's an F5 on our left. There's a B-51 right there. I wonder if that's our aircraft. Though they didn't say they were gonna repaint it. But maybe they had to replace a lot of panels when they were doing the engine change. Also, there's an F5 parked there on the right, and I think there was a MiG-21 as well. We'll go have a look in a... Well, when I go back, we might have a look. Park up here. Very good. Okay, we're on the brakes now. And we're going to just start switching off systems, and I'll just get the ground crew to check some wheel chocks down. There we go. There we go. So they got the chocks in, we can release the brakes. And we'll just... Just gonna bring up the fuel cock now. There we go. And there go the engine. The RPMs are spooling down. Okay, we're just gonna switch off the circuit breakers on the left and the ones on the right. There we go. Generator and battery. Depressurize the canopy. And here we go. Welcome to Sukhumi. Thanks for joining me. Hope you will join me for the next flight when we'll take the B-51 out for its trial flight and see what the guys have done here at Sukhumi. Thanks.